There are a lot of curses in the NBA. The Stephen A. Smith curse, where he was wrong in his finals prediction for 6 straight years, the Lil B curse, the Clippers curse, the LeBron and Alabama championship curse. But there's no other curse as devastating as the Kardashian curse. How's it going, fellas? My name's Andy, and today we're going to talk about 6 NBA players whose careers got ruined after dating a Kardashian. Alright, let's begin. Number 6, Rashad McCants. In 2002, McCants was ranked as the #1 high school player in the country by Scout.com. He was a natural-born scorer who could do everything on the court, and had the talent to become a dominant shooting guard in the NBA. In the 2005 draft, he got drafted 14th overall, but what looked like a promising career suddenly went downhill before it even took off. In his second season, he suffered a major knee injury and got microfracture surgery, causing him to miss over half the season. In his third year in the league, he bounced back quite nicely, averaging career highs across the board and showing that deadly three-point shot that he was known for in college. Unfortunately, it didn't last long, because in the following summer, McCants also started to date Khloe Kardashian. It was the first highly publicized relationship between an NBA player and a Kardashian, and that quickly consumed his entire identity. They dated for 7 months, and coincidentally, 7 months later, McCants would play his last game in the NBA. After a total of just 4 seasons, McCants' career was over, just like that. He believed that other NBA teams were turned off by his relationship with Khloe, and didn't want to sign him because of that. In a 2017 interview, McCants stated that his biggest regret was dating Khloe Kardashian, which gave people an opportunity to doubt his commitment to the NBA. Without that situation in play, I'm a $60 to $70 million player, easily. Number 5, Chandler Parsons. In early 2014, there were rumors circulating that Parsons was casually dating Kendall Jenner. The relationship would last until early 2016. Now, around this time, Parsons was having the best season of his career. His 2013-14 season with the Houston Rockets is still his best season up until today, as he never matched that level again. He averaged career highs in points, rebounds, assists, and his great play earned him a 3-year, $46 million contract offer by the Mavs. Eventually, Parsons would join the Mavs, but he never lived up to expectations. He suffered a plethora of knee problems and multiple surgeries, as he never played as well as the Mavs thought he would. Then, in 2016, Parsons would sign with the Grizzlies to a ridiculous 4-year, $94 million contract. The injuries would continue, and his career fell off a cliff. Is it a coincidence that this all happened right after he started to date Kendall? I'll let you decide. At least, he still got paid. Number 4, Jordan Clarkson. Shortly after Kendall stopped seeing Parsons, she moved on to someone more local. One of the best parts about playing in Los Angeles is meeting all the celebrities. In 2016 until early 2017, Clarkson was dating Kendall. Now, it's not like Clarkson was an incredible player to begin with, but he was fun to watch. When the Lakers weren't doing so well, he was a bright spot on the team because he could all of a sudden explode for 30 points and hit every single shot. Of course, most of the time that doesn't happen and he's very inconsistent, but he was still a solid player. However, after getting traded to the Cavs and finally being on a winning team, he had one of the worst playoff runs of all time. For most of his career, he was a 14 to 15 point scorer on decent efficiency, but in the 2018 playoffs, he was terrible. Clarkson averaged fewer than 5 points per game on putrid efficiency. He was so bad he got some DNPs as well. To be fair though, most of the Cavs players really sucked in this playoff run. Number 3, Lamar Odom. The relationship between Odom and Khloe was very turbulent. They started dating in September of 2009. 1 month later, they got married. It was a very highly publicized relationship. Odom would be a huge part of their show as well, and nothing really seemed wrong from the outside looking in. He won his second championship with the Lakers a couple months later, so everything was going well. But about 2 years in, it started to go downhill very fast. It all started with the trade to the Dallas Mavericks, where Odom had by far the worst season of his career. He was struggling the entire season, and mentally, he just was not there. When talking about it, he said, "When you have relationships with people and there are hard times, you know how to deal with one another. When you don't, it's obvious." So there are different ways on how to interpret what he said, but I think overall his life and mindset was not in the right state. He would play his final NBA game in 2013, the same year that Khloe filed for divorce. Unfortunately, this did not sit well with Odom. 2 years later, the accumulating amount of stress in his life led to a near-fatal overdose. He was hospitalized and Khloe was with him every single day to help him recover. When Odom was finally healthy though, his NBA career was pretty much done. It was probably the fastest, most tragic downfall in recent memory, and considering Odom's history of being surrounded by drugs and death, it's amazing that he was able to recover. Number 2. Kris Humphries. Just like with Odom, Humphries' relationship with Kim Kardashian was highly publicized. They appeared on numerous TV shows talking about their relationship. Humphries and Kim started dating in October of 2010, and in the beginning, it went very well. At that point, Humphries was 7 seasons into his NBA career, but had a breakout season in New Jersey. From 2010 to 2012, he averaged nearly 12 points and 11 rebounds per game, way better than any other season before. Unfortunately, his quote-unquote breakout seasons ended just as quickly as they began. Humphries got married to Kim in August 2011 and divorced in October 2011 after just 2 months. A year later, in the 2012-13 season, he saw his numbers drop across the board, although that was partly because the Nets saw a huge change in their roster. This was the time they traded for Joe Johnson, so Humphries did not get the ball as often. Regardless, he never bounced back again. And number 1, Tristan Thompson. October 22nd, 2015, right before the season started, the Cavs signed Tristan Thompson to a 5-year, $82 million deal. June 19th, 2016, the Cavs win their first ever championship, and Thompson had one of the best playoff series of his career. Around August 2016, Thompson and Khloe Kardashian were seen leaving a nightclub together. Afterwards, Thompson's NBA career was never the same again. In the following year, in the 2017 finals, he was really bad, and despite being known for his rebounding prowess, he got out-rebounded by Steph Curry. The same thing would happen again in 2018, except this time he was terrible for most of the playoffs. His numbers, his minutes, all dropped across the board, and when he did play, he was nothing like his former self. The once dominant rebounder who many thought would be the X factor against the Warriors because of his ability to switch onto guards became a joke. It also didn't help that he was seen cheating on Khloe while she was pregnant and even got booed by his own fans because of it. Heck, even LeBron James did not like that Tristan was dating a Kardashian cause he prefers to avoid the drama. And those were 6 players who saw their careers get ruined by the Kardashian curse. Honorable mention to James Harden, who dated Khloe during the 2015-16 season, and coincidentally, that was his worst season in recent history, where his defense was atrocious, he didn't even make any All-NBA team, and the Rockets barely made the playoffs with 41 wins. But Harden recovered very quickly after they broke up, unlike everyone else on the list. That's all folks, I hope you enjoyed the video, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Peace.